My daddy will kill me, you know what I'm saying? But some of y'all ain't have that accountability in the house. So I saw y'all go out and do it, and I saw the consequences in real life happen to my friends. So I'm traumatized from seeing all this stuff, and that's what makes me want to bring accountability to an industry that I love so much, to an art form that I love so much.
Willie D Live.
Right, so people want the cash, but they don't want the consequences. So people want to be able to monetize having an image on record as being a killer, being a dope dealer, you heard me? Being a person that's living that type of life on record, but they don't want the consequences that come along with being a killer and being a dope dealer. So when you want the cash, but not the consequences, there's a disconnect. And somebody got to bring some accountability to the rap game. At a certain point, we got to say it's not about being friends with everybody. It's not about being on everybody's good side. We got to bring some accountability, and that's all I'm doing. And I'm bringing it because I'm traumatized from the consequences that come along with these images that people portray. I'm traumatized because my best friend got murdered. I'm traumatized because one of my students, 2 of my students, 3 of my students, 4 of my students I used to teach got murdered. One of them got murdered by another student I used to teach. You know what I'm saying? I'm traumatized by seeing people who I love locked up in jail because they were trying to live out in real life the lyrics that we were listening to growing up. And some of us had daddies in the household, like me. So it was like, I'm listening to this, but I ain't finna go out there and actually break in that car with y'all. I ain't finna go out there and rob that dude with y'all. My daddy will kill me, you know what I'm saying? But some of y'all ain't have that accountability in the house. So I saw y'all go out and do it, and I saw the consequences in real life happen to my friends. So I'm traumatized from seeing all this stuff, and that's what makes me want to bring accountability to an industry that I love so much, to an art form that I love so much, which is hip-hop. And the only pushback I get is from people who don't want any accountability. Why? Because they want the cash without the consequences.
I think the pushback that you're getting, to your point, is from the people who you care about the most, the people that you're trying to save the most, are the ones who are the most resistant. Mm-hmm. Does that ever get frustrating? When you are out here waving the flag for somebody else, for a particular person or a group of people, and they're criticizing you at the same time. Mm-hmm. How does that make you feel? Does that ever make you feel like giving up? Like, you know what? Do you ever just say to yourself, I'm just call a striker, striking a ball. You ever just say, you know what? Fuck y'all. I'm finna go out. Because you're very talented. You're multi-talented. Yeah. You could do a lot more than just rap, Mm-hmm. And I know you're a businessman, so you could do a lot of other things. Mm-hmm. Does it ever make you want to say, you know what, man, I'm gonna let y'all deal with y'all.
Right.
If that's what y'all want.
No, I've never felt like that because luckily, when I look back in history, I look at Jesus. The same people Jesus came to serve and save, they ultimately were like, man, do away with him. We want to crucify him. We literally want him dead. And he's like, I literally came here to serve y'all, to perform miracles for y'all, to save y'all. And I see how they wanted to crucify him. And it was the masses, it was the people who were like, nah, get rid of him. So thankfully that example has been set for me, and I don't think too deep into it. I'm just like, oh, this is just part of the territory. This is just part of what comes along. I actually get nervous when nobody is opposing what it is that I represent. If nobody's opposing me, then that means that I'm probably not being bold enough in terms of the morals, the values, and the principles that I'm trying to stand for. Because nobody opposes you. The only time nobody opposes you is if you don't stand for anything.